Hi, I'm Menforest Videos, and I play as the player and narrator in Everything Wrong with Need for Speed Most Wanted. Anything and everything that I will be saying in this video is not to be taken seriously, nor offend anybody, as this is a parody of CinemaSins' Everything Wrong with series, done for comedy and entertainment purposes only. Anyways, enjoy the video, consider subscribing, and wear your seatbelt. Even if the engine sounds come from a TVR, it's still one of the reasons that makes the M3 GTR not just the most iconic in this game, but the entire franchise. How convenient. Mia's arcade's gotta be a transformer. You don't just go from being stock in one scene and then being customized in a matter of seconds. I gotta say, the player's being down bad for Mia right now. That he's willing to follow her everywhere that she goes, saying that he doesn't even know the streets of Rockport yet.
Oh man, did you pick the wrong street to run on? This is a nice car. Gauges, shifter, wheel? Is this all for show or is there something more I should know about?
Yeah, it's a race car. Exactly why you pulled me over. Exactly why you saw me from the other side of the intersection. And never mind the fact that my car is on top of the crosswalk.
I'd like to take a little peek under the hood.
What do you mean by that?
Let me tell you what's about to happen. We're gonna take your car, tear it apart, and see if it's street legal. You know, I'd lay odds that it ain't. Get a record down here.
Looks like your racing days are over.
Imagine being told by your friend that you're forced to skip town with his car because of the chaos that happened in Palmont City.
Look, between the heat and the cruise, you need to walk away. Take my car. Go, get out of here.
Not knowing that everything, and I mean everything, was a setup, only to go into a new town, encounter her with a chick in an arcade, about to race her in broad daylight after following her, getting pulled over by a sergeant in a Corvette C6, and about to get arrested because the car that you were given was illegal in every term of the definition of what street legal is. It really do be like that sometimes. Dang.
Next time, you won't be so lucky. Nice pinstripe.
I mean, to be fair, Jonathan shouldn't have done that, but that's what your dumbass get for parking your car on top of a crosswalk. I know Ronnie's signaling me to race him, but I'm still gonna say what I said 6 years ago, that this is basically an emote.
What did I tell you? Raisin, he shadowed me. I couldn't shake up.
Shadow you? Because in the beginning of the cutscene, it seems that's the other way around. And since there really wasn't a small talk about where to finish at the beginning of the race, how else was the player supposed to get here?
Faster than anything here.
You obviously don't know your car, sweetheart.
I know your ride doesn't have a chance.
My 60-footer, quarter mile, whatever you want to throw on the table, smokes anything here, including this pump gas kit car.
I believe you in dragsters, but I don't want to know how you even get out of car meets alive.
$5 grand. Says my boy'll smoke this clown.
What's your boy have to do with this?
I ain't racing this nobody. And I ain't taking orders from some chick who just rolled onto the scene.
Yeah. This here is the number 15 guy on the blacklist. You got a lot of rep to earn before you get to run with him.
Which beating you was the start, right? In case if you're going to ask, why is Razor number 15 with a Mustang? Let's just say somebody got robbed, if you know what I mean.
Are we doing this or what?
I got him.
As opposed to Kumasato? I don't know.
Why don't we make it 10 grand?
Oh yeah, you want to amp this up? Let's do it right. Yeah, give me the police. We got a couple of guys about to street race down here at the shipyards. You better send the cops right away. Maybe an ambulance too.
You'll definitely see law enforcement more than paramedics, since this was during a time where paramedics were very scarce to non-existent in black box open world games.
When he's through with you, I never want to see your face again.
Oh, you'll definitely see me. Hey! I haven't been in this city for 1 week and people are already treating my door like a souvenir.
Well, look what the underground let loose. Let's see how good you do in the daylight.
Let me paraphrase this underground reference for you, alright? You see the most wanted carbon player? That's one guy. You see the underground player? That's another guy. They may be referenced by the same name, but at the end of the day, they're two different people. This is just a reference to the Underground series. And it's definitely not Ryan Cooper, so if you got a problem with that, fight me, no, erase me, or let's debate in the comments, I don't care. They're not different storylines, alright? That's what I'm trying to say.
Good run. I like your style. Just make sure you watch your back with these guys, alright? See you around.
What's up, poser?
I know this was Blackbox's way to have the characters communicate with each other, since this was a year before they actually made in-game cutscenes like they did in Carbon. But how does everyone know the player's number when he never willingly gave it away to anybody?
I'm glad you're putting it down out there. I really am, because I can't wait to get a crack at that ride. What? Didn't anybody tell you? You gotta put your ride on the line to run against a blacklist racer, and that is why people aren't stupid enough to do it.
First of all, your boy Ronald McDonald didn't explain everything to what it is to go up against a blacklist racer. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been stupid enough to do it unless if second, you actually lose your car to a blacklist racer. In which you do in the prologue since it is a canon event, but I'm referring to the other events that happen after the prologue. In which you can get the blacklist racer's cars, but you will never lose yours. But to get those cars, you gotta figure out which marker is a pink slip marker. And that's out of 2 chances that you're normally given. I'm just saying that this is technically a formal pink slip race, while the other events that followed suit are not. Kind of.
How's your car running?
Probably better than yours. And speaking of yours, where is it? Where's Todos' car? Where's Mia's car? I doubt that y'all had to rely on Racer to get y'all over here.
He's dangerous.
Of course he's dangerous. He drives a Mustang for a guy named Clarence.
First, I'm gonna take your ride, then I'm gonna take your girl. Get ready for that.
Hey, hold on there, Mrs. Steal Your Girl. You can have Mia, because she's not Mia. But you ain't taking this ride. It's not even my ride. This is the only time you ever get to experience what it feels like to be inside of a car in this game. Starting line is on the opposite side of the football stadium.
Hey, there's something wrong with your ride. You left a huge oil slick at the start line. You have to end the race fast.
You know, I'm impressed that this engine managed to last this long into the race. 3/4 in, 2 minutes in, and Mia calls me at this point of the race to tell me that I've been sabotaged. Also, are you still at the starting line for you to be telling me this? I gotta give her credit as due. You never or rarely even see a car break down like this, let alone in an arcade racing game like Need for Speed.
Thank you for the ride. I knew you weren't blacklist material.
You're welcome. Have fun in trying to source another engine though. I heard it's kinda hard to find one of the 10 road legal M3 GTRs that exist in the world.
Hey, where's your punk money now?
What happened?
What happened is he's on show and no go.
Nah, what happened, my check engine light came on. BMW problems. No, but seriously, Racer's plan was to sabotage my car in order to beat me. To do that, he had the assistance of Ronnie and Toru to do it, but how exactly did they drain the oil, or how one of them did? Losing the drain bowl? Cut a hole in the pan? How did they even get through the skid plate? Let alone doing it without making any noise and not getting burned.
She's mine now. And I'm gonna ride her like you never could.
Hard and flat out.
The UC thought you were the one, but you're mine now.
Hey, where's your fancy ride?
Impounded, probably getting stripped apart to see if it's street legal. Sometime later is what? Please specify the time.
Get in.
No.
I heard they didn't have enough on you. Guess it's hard to nail you for street racing when you don't have a ride. Razor set you up. He messed with your car.
He did, but he more of orchestrated the plan rather than actually messing it up.
Gets worse. He's #1 on the blacklist, and he used your ride to get there.
Despite calling it a pump gas kit car, you should have called it a pump meth kit car. It likely runs in methanol. It's cool to have that $10,000 bonus if you had a save file of Underground 2 on whatever system you played it on that isn't the mobile or handheld versions. But why couldn't the Xbox 360 get its own bonus? Obviously, it wouldn't be possible to have an Underground 2 save file for the OG Xbox on your Xbox 360 through backwards compatibility. But something like an early adopter bonus for getting this game and the Xbox 360 when it launched, or just getting this game for being a launch title. And yeah, you could just get Sonny's Golf if you find the pink slip marker. But why else had the Volkswagen Golf to be unlocked right now if nobody on the Xbox 360 side can afford it at this very moment in the game? I like how they're showing footage of Raj before he was canned as a 16 Blacklist member. I know the saying, the Golf is better. It doesn't matter how much cash you dumped into that Golf. The Golf pimp is always gonna be better. Yeah, the cops hate him because he looks like a tryhard. A Rosewood menace. He has the potential and power with the Supra to move up in the blacklist, but he doesn't feel like it because he's too comfortable in Rosewood, which makes it look like Easy is more superior for some reason with an RH8. Remember this, fellas. Think twice if you're gonna do something stupid. Say something stupid. Get on her nerves, or even cheat on Izzy, or a girl like Izzy if you're dating her, because you do not want to get whacked in the head with a wrench. I know why they call him Big Lou. He big scare of the feds. This flake calls himself Baron. He's a rich guy from the coast. He thinks Garage Custom is an excuse for being broke. As far as he's concerned, if it's not name brand, it's nothing. Go show him what homegrown rides can do. Even after reading this, what? He rides on the coast, but he does rubber band like a ghost. Her Mustang isn't the only thing that has a lot of mileage. Remember what I said about Izzy earlier? This is worse. So you better have cameras on you 24/7, and they better be in 4K too. You look perfect to be a Ferrari driver instead of a Lamborghini driver if you pride yourself to make your car look stock. Why not just get something like an F430? Oh wait. Ah yes, the nerdy pencil neck. Moody man, playing some beats while racing in the streets. Yeah, I remember Ronnie. He was the guy that was trying to flex his victory emote instead of focusing on a professional racing career. Since he went to every racing school you can think of. Bruh. 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 Bruh!
This guy's a gangster? His real name's Clarence!
This entire blacklist on the 510 version of the game, this is the equivalent of when you kick a rock or you kill a fly in the past and change the future. This is the result. Because definitely Ronnie was more important to the story than Racer was. Bruh!
Way to go. You're in.
The filter chosen for this game.
I want to show you something. I hooked you up with access to the police database.
I wonder how you got such information from the police database. Specifically from a sergeant that wants me arrested. Not like you're a cop or something, aren't you? I'm no expert when it comes to technology, nor I don't know if this would have been a possibility to know 20 years ago, but wouldn't the police, specifically Cross, know that his account is being accessed from a device that he doesn't know? Because we're basically hacking into his account, password and everything. I know that you might be a cop, but I definitely know that you gotta be a magician. I didn't miss that device flip over. I caught you.
Well, what do we got here?
Nothing you're ever gonna get.
You're so sweet. You got lucky. Staying on the blacklist is gonna take a lot more than luck. And you better watch your back out there because, well, you never know what might happen, do you?
What, you gonna work this ride too?
Probably gonna hit my door, slam my door, possibly orchestrate another El Plan to sabotage my card and do things like drain my oil, mess with my oil filter, cut an oil line, cut a brake line, mess with one of my cooling hoses, mess with my tires, or something along those lines just to win again, and possibly die in the process of a car accident. Hell, even my gas tank may have a leak. I'm just not gonna be surprised if any of those things happen.
Mia, I don't know what your game is, but I'm gonna find out. You can't ride this sucker's hype forever. And when he burns out, no more free rides. I know you like it.
Free rides? On the M3? You do know that's a one-seater, right?
Hey, it's me. Look, I'll be straight. I'm all for helping someone who's been cheated, but I gotta get something out of this deal. You flush out the blacklist, and I'll provide you with safe houses. In return, you turn a blind eye to any side bets I put down on you. It's a perfect deal, you'll see. Get that raw guy to help you out. Just don't let him figure out what's going on.
Why? Afraid that he's gonna blow your cover? He has his own reasons to want Razor to be defeated. You guys are confusing me here. Is it Rog or Raj? Because he says Raj.
Get that raw guy to help you out.
Yo, it's Raj.
So, you're wrong.
Yeah, it's Vic here. Keep your mouth shut and listen up.
Imagine telling a mute person to shut up.
Hey, I've been digging around and it looks like that Mia chick's laying a lot of cash on you. I don't like her. I also found out she has a real long record. That means the cops are probably watching her. I'd stay away if I were you.
If it was an option, but it's already too late. I'm getting safe houses out of this deal anyway.
It's your pal Razor. Heard you're back in. I hope you enjoyed your vacation. Maybe I should call you sweetheart now, huh?
Nah, man. That's pretty gay to me.
It's me. Looks like that Izzy chick wants to take you on. She's telling everybody she's gonna kick you back to Rosewood. I wouldn't let that stand for too long. Don't underestimate her just 'cause she's a chick. That girl can drive.
I'm not saying anything. I have respect for equality. And speaking of equality, she's gonna kick me back to Rosewood? I'm gonna kick her back to the kitchen.
Hey, it's me. I heard that cop Cross is taking a strong interest in you. He drives a C6 Corvette, so watch for it.
Mia says C6 Corvette, but the text message has it flipped around.
His street racing unit's on the lookout for you. If you see those guys, don't let them surround you. They travel in packs of 3 and always try to box you in. Trust me, that's how they took me out.
So is that what Raj meant, that Mia had a long record that possibly began her undercover arc?
Earl here. What's up? Didn't think it'd be easy, did you?
And what? Calling me? I'm not surprised. If Vic managed to call me, that means Clarence shared it with everybody once he found out what it was.
What's up? It's me. Yeah, I know that Raj guy. He's watching your back. I'm just wondering, why he's doing it. It's a little weird if you ask me, but then again, who am I to judge? Maybe you guys met in jail.
Nah, we maybe met at downtown or something like that. I don't know. One thing we got in common, both of our rides were stolen.
Yo, you're up. Jules is ready when you are. She may be a sweet girl, but remember, take her out and you're number 8 on the blacklist. was easy?
This is literally the voice message that you get once you defeat Jules. I'm not even on the top 5 on the blacklist yet. What are you trying to tell me here, Ronnie?
Yeah, we'll see how easy it is when you run against me. Let's drive safe, sucker.
You're welcome. I added what Blackpots forgot.
Hey, sweetheart, it's Razor. In your push to get to me, you smoked a lot of drivers that had nothing to do with what happened to you. Now, I know you want me. But hey, I'm gonna tell you something. Most of them guys are willing to do anything it takes to make you pay.
They're not gonna do anything. Especially if I'm driving something like a Cobalt. Even if you're paying them.
Hello. Hey. I hear you want to get personal. Now, I want you to know that you've been moved up in the world. Now, you and I have our own rules. And, if you're wondering how I got your number, let's just say not everyone out there is your friend. Especially when they need to get their ride out of lockup.
It can't just be from Mia. You likely got my number from the first time that I got arrested. Information had to be taken at that time, regardless of evidence.
I'm getting tired of cutting you slack. No more Mr. Nice Guy. I'm gonna pound you into the pavement.
Hey, yo! Imagine if you never read this text message and you just heard the audio. That'll definitely be taken out of context.
This pencil neck is ready to go.
Damn, Raj. What did Webster do?
Well, number 5 on the blacklist. Bravo, don't get too worked up though. Cause you see, you still got my guys to go through.
I know Ronnie and Bull are your homies, but it sounded like you also included JV into the conversation. Even if I have never seen him hang out with you. But to be fair, I never cared about Moody Man either, so I guess we're even.
You have one new voice message. New message.
Hey! Homies!
What does he want
Can you
now?
still say homie? I don't even know, man. I'm from old school.
This
Hey, look,
man.
how you doing? Looks like being a good driver doesn't mean you got good taste. I thought you guys were all supposed to be about street rep. What?
Man, what's this fool talking about, man?
Like that. Look,
Tripping.
hey, what's the deal with that rat of yours? Don't you care about how it looks? I mean, man, maybe I could help you out with some pinstripes.
Oh, hell no! Where are you at? I'm coming for you, Cross!
Hey, you know who this is. Seems that the races in the boroughs are getting busted before they start. I mean, the cops are all over the place. Now, the last person to go through there was you. Let's just say I'm not the only one who's noticed. You better watch your back.
This is new? Razor's looking out for me? I never thought I'd see the day.
Yeah, it's Ronnie. Look, I don't care what they say about you. I'm gonna wipe you all over the road. I'm ready when you are, punk.
You truly were ready, were you?
Hey, it's me. I see you cracked the top 3. And to think you got out of jail with nothing and clawed your way back to the top. Not bad. One more blacklist driver and Razor's ours.
He's mine.
Listen up, punk. You know who this is, so shut your mouth and open your ears. Now, you're either helping the cops or someone you're hanging with is, and I don't care either way. But let's see how you like it when the tables are turned.
You're not the police to be smart enough to take me down, so what are you gonna do exactly? And calm down, Trump. You're not Vic to tell me, a mute, to shut up.
Alright, this is it. Number 2 on the blacklist is up for grabs. Toru's waiting for your call. Chump's driving a McLaren. Need to say more?
Elaborate more on what do you mean by McLaren, because I'm getting confused here. You say McLaren, and there's no such thing as McLaren in Need for Speed Most Wanted. The closest thing is this Mercedes over here, but it starts with Mercedes-Benz. So I don't know what you mean by McLaren. It has McLaren, but it ain't a McLaren. Oh, and he still thinks it's a sleeper for some reason. I don't know. He tripping. He even thinks this Porsche Carrera GT is a sleeper for some reason. He tripping.
I know what your game is, punk. You're selling us out. Big surprise.
What's surprising of me trying to get my card back? It's not my fault everybody's getting arrested.
Alright, that's it. It's done. Everybody is calling for a race between you and Razor. There's no stopping the hype. The thing is locked. There's more money on this than anybody's ever seen. People as far as Bayview are throwing cash down on this.
Underground reference, stories are not connected. Underground reference, they're not the same player. Underground reference, people from Bayview got word about this race and how lucrative it is for them to not place bets on who's going to win.
It's time. Bring yourself and that pathetic ride of yours to the location on the map. Don't make me wait.
So pathetic, in fact, that it's criminal that I'm about to end the game with the car that I started my journey to get my car back. Razor's Mustang? Nah, Razor's Cobalt. I know you see an Audi A4 in this cutscene, but understand the difference between live action and in-game, because there's no way Black Box will be able to implement whatever you're driving into this cutscene. That's why they used it as a placeholder. Whether or not the A4 was meant to be canon to the story, that depends. Depends if we were supposed to start in the beginning with it.
You ready to donate another car to the Razor Fund, baby?
No thank you, but I will gladly accept that M3 GTR as a donation to the M4S Foundation. And before we start, let me check my car real quick. I want to make sure there's no funny business underneath my engine. You mother...
You'll never hold on to the #1 spot. Not with me on your tail. And if you want these, you're gonna have to take them.
I bet.
It's over, Razor.
It ain't over until I say it's over.
Wow, who could have thought that you were a cop all along? It's not like it didn't matter to seem obvious with you giving me Cross's account to look at my rap sheet, getting side bet money in exchange for safe houses, and even dropping my heat level a few times.
Go!
You and me could have had a real good thing.
You could have tried to break away from me and try to get into your Mustang, which, why is your Mustang here? Who drove it here? Who in the blacklist got their car taken away by me that they're driving yours? Also, if it is canon for us to get the pink slip marker for every blacklist member, what cars are they going to drive? To be here and to leave here. Ronnie still has his Supra from the prologue, but what cars do everybody else have?
Where's the other guy?
He got away.
You mean to tell me the most wanted street racer happened to get away? What about the blacklist?
Forget the blacklist. They're through.
And so is your job and life.
I want every single unit after the guy.
Everyone?
Everyone!
Calm down, Jonathan. No need to blow out her eardrums.
Hey, Hotshot.
What do you want?
Hey, thanks for helping us out.
Helping you in what?
We've been able to pick up every blacklist racer thanks to you.
Okay. I don't know why you're calling me, but you're welcome, I guess.
Now, I'll take that into consideration if you give yourself up. So what's it gonna be?
Consider this. No. Better catch up with your slow ass, and you better start upgrading that C6 into a C6R on the fly. And pick one, man. What are you, a race car or a C6 with police equipment? You make no sense with cutscenes and gameplay.
It's Mia. Look, don't hang up.
What? I'd her hang up. Fine, I'll call her back. It's kinda weird that you're calling me in the middle of a chase, Mrs. Officer. What do you want?
can't go back to any of the safe houses, Cross knows about them. Head over to the old bridge. The location is on your map. Your car is fast enough to make the jump. It's the only way.
Unless if you mod or glitch your way there on free roam, this is gonna be the only time that's ever gonna be legitimately open. Why not just have it open after you complete the final chase? Don't think I didn't notice the little turn there. Just doing it for style points. No undercover C6 Corvettes were harmed during this scene. I'm not an expert when it comes to semi-trucks and I don't have a CDL, but don't you think those cars fell off too easy when all of them should have been properly secured? Either whatever straps or chains were used were very weak, or the driver messed up in securing all of those cars into the trailer. Most Wanted. The game that you first think about when you think of Need for Speed, along with the Underground series. The game that it is the most beloved, but it is also the most overrated out of the entire franchise, thanks to the community. But hey, this is one of the best Need for Speed games, if not one of the best arcade racing games out there. I even had a lot of fun playing this game just to get these cutscenes as well. But still overrated, thanks to the community. Don't lie, you're probably one of those people. I can respect your opinion and preference that Most Wanted is your favorite Need for Speed, but please, stop dick riding on the game so much that you pretend that everything else that came after this doesn't exist, and even before it. I mean, we have people begging for a remaster or a remake, not knowing how licensing works. And hey, I admit that the stuff that we have been receiving recently isn't as good as it used to be, or even not good at all. But, give it a chance at least. If you like it, that's cool. If not, that's also cool. I mean, there's mods if you want to enhance your experience, but in my opinion at least, I say that Most Wanted, over-glorifying the game I should say, is part of a reason why the community doesn't get good reception at all. And I'm gonna say this in the chance that we actually get a remake between this year or whenever the rumors turn out to be true. Let's hope that whoever is developing this remake doesn't butcher it, or at least EA doesn't pressure them to mess it up. But then again, this is EA, so it's likely gonna be the latter. You might defer with PC mods nowadays, but hey, HD quality for this as a launch title, this is amazing. Knowing that this is a nearly 20-year-old game. Though it would have been better if we had options like the PC version does in terms of trying to get rid of the yellow filter. While yeah, this was a common theme back in the 2000s, but nowadays, there's a reason why we call it the piss filter. In terms of gameplay, it's genuinely fun, especially when you get the hang of maneuvering around cops with a speed breaker. Car selection is also pretty good, despite missing a few big players like Nissan and Honda, and I mean them as manufacturers in general. One for licensing issues, and the other one simply not wanting to be in Need for Speed games that had police until 2015. What I do find it weird is seeing the M3 GTR in races. Not the race car, the street version. And this is saying that it's odd seeing it on the Xbox 360 version, despite that it's possible to obtain the card in other versions of the game, handheld and black edition specifically. And also knowing that Blackbox used this specific M3 for its speed testing while developing the game. And they also should have just kept Raj in the blacklist. I mean, he does help us out, but he has pictures of his own. And what, not being used at all? I mean, it wouldn't make sense for him to be the last member with a Mustang. But then again, Racer was the last member with a Mustang, so somebody had to take the fall. He was the last member with a car that shouldn't be that low, and eventually, you know the rest of the story. But I don't know how the story would have been different with Raj being in the blacklist. And listen, about the underground references that Raj mentioned in the story, if you believe that the underground storyline is connected to the Carbon Most Wanted storyline, that's cool, but at the end of the day, it's a theory, not a confirmed canon. That is why I don't follow that theory in my videos, and personally. I still respect and understand where people are coming from, but understand my point of view here. And the same thing goes with the Ryan Cooper theory, because I see it as way too inconsistent than the player theory for Most Wanted Carbon Underground. The story itself, we can't deny that it's cheesy. It really is, but hey, it's still more memorable than the stuff that we're getting nowadays. More memorable characters here than what we're getting in the most recent game, Unbound. And again, with the customization, good for its time, definitely leave it in the past for today. The police themselves are very inconsistent. They're very easy to lose them in low heat levels, especially when the AI doesn't know what it's doing. But they do get tough. And I mean a lot tougher, especially in heat level 5. That footage that you saw of me taking down Cross wasn't easy to get. One portion was skill issue, but the other portion, the big portion, was the AI themselves. Cross, his car itself, doesn't want to get close to me, and every time I try to get close to him, a lot of white Federal C6 Corvettes get close to me instead, making it difficult for me to get to him. So yeah, they're pretty inconsistent overall. And also the fact that we don't get to see undercover C6 Corvettes on free roam, unless if you mod it. And yeah, that's really all I gotta say for most. And if you think that I gave this game too many sins, too bad. I'm keeping it as it is. Matter of fact, let me increase it a little bit. You guys overhyped this game too much.
Good run. I like your style. Just make sure you watch your back with these guys, alright? See you around.
I already know you a bitch, my nigga. I'm stacking the bread like the chips, my nigga. Please come get your bitch, my nigga.
Ready to go. You're in. I want to show you something.
You obviously don't know your car, sweetheart.
I know your ride doesn't have a chance.
My 60-footer, quarter mile, whatever you want to throw on the table, smokes anything here, including this pump gas kit car.
I want every single unit after the guy.
Everyone?
Make sure you smoke him and get that ride back. I'll take care of the rest.
What you checking her out for?
I'm not checking her out.
So make sure you keep track of your rap sheet.
Well, what do we got here?
Nothing you're ever gonna get.
You're so sweet.
Man, what you looking at? Look away!
Staying on the blacklist is gonna take a lot more than luck.
To Palmer!